Hey everyone, it's me, Merrick. Just wanted to tell you guys a few things about the channel. Going through a lot of changes right now, and we're gonna have a lot more content coming up. I hope you guys have really enjoyed all the things that we've done so far. A huge shout out to Arcade Regiment for all their help on our channel. Kisses! Mwah. Anyway, I'm gonna send it over to Clown now, so he can tell you all the crazy things that are going to be going on this channel. Anyway, bye. Fuck.
That is too true, Merrick. Too true. You speak only valid truths. Hey everyone. Ahoy hoy, and Clown here, and guess what? We are going to be starting a new series right now, so grab a seat, grab some popcorn, because it's going to be an awesome ride. This series is called The Independents, and basically what it is me reviewing games, old and new. They're all independent games, so I'll kind of speak about independent games, my thoughts on them first, and then we'll get into our first game. Really excited to do this. So basically, independent games are made by an independent developer or group of people trying to do like a Kickstarter sometimes. But basically, it's a group of people or a company that wants to make a game privately through like an independent developer. They'll make their own company or they'll find another developer to help them out. And two reasons why this is amazing. One, big name developers usually have like set guidelines to making a game. That's why a lot of games that come out just have like slightly new things, but they haven't changed too much because they stick with what works. Independent games primarily are games that people just always wanted to make and just never got a chance to, whether it be the limitations of computers at the time or in general money. The Kickstarter process has really helped. I mean, there are so many independent games that are trying to get kickstarted, and a lot of them are amazing. I mean, obviously there are some, you've heard horror stories how Kickstarters can be kind of a little wonky, but all in all, great idea. And what's kind of nice, especially for all you people on Gaming Central peeps, you guys can kind of see, I know a lot of you like retro games, and a lot of independent games are kind of have that retro feel to them. They have like 16-bit or even lower, like 8-bit graphics, so they're beautiful in like a nostalgic kind of way, and I'm all about it. I'm all about watching and playing these games. They're cheap too. They're like usually $15, so on like a Steam sale, you're just clicking and buying multiple of them. It's like $5 each, and they're all beautiful. They're all amazing, and so that's why this basically this series is just gonna be me picking and choosing ones, old and new, just to show you guys, see if you guys like it. And that's why let's bring us to the first video in the first game. Let's do it. I didn't know what I was talking about. Show the clip.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Alpha, Reader's Escape. Recruit a team of teenagers with attitudes.
Alright, so basically this game is called Chroma Squad. I know what you're thinking in the video before. That was Power Rangers, and there's a reason why I showed that clip. Is because Chroma Squad is a game where you play, well, it's basically a role-playing video game that is like a tactical role-playing game. A lot like the old Final Fantasies, like Final Fantasy Tactics, where you get to like move your characters around like a kind of a semi-3D battlefield. And then basically you have like a team of like Power Rangers, like Sentai Warriors. And I won't like get too much in the story because I want you guys to play it and figure out the story yourselves. But basically these actors, you're running your own show. It's a Sentai like director sim kind of. But you actually control the characters, and when you're controlling the characters in the video game itself, you actually control them in a way that it becomes like a battle. So it's not like you're you're still a show, like you'll see cameraman on the side, but you're actually fighting monsters and stuff, people dressed as monsters and whatnot. And as your studio gets better and better, so does your sorry about that. So if you as your studio grows and grows, you get more and more money, and the more money, the better suits that you can give your Sentai warriors, and the better effects you can have. You actually have a Zord, so the better you can put different I guess arm attachments on him. Also, you can put new stuff on his head, and each piece you can change up. And then you go throughout this whole kind of story mode, and it's got its own feel to it, and it's got a lot of dialogue, but I like it. It was a lot of fun. Growing up with Power Rangers, that was one of my favorite shows as a kid. So being able to play a game where I get to make my own Power Rangers show is a godsend. There's a lot of customization at the beginning. You get to pick who is what color. You get to pick the colors as well. You can pick anyone from just normal people, who a lot of them derive from pop culture right now, like Bruce Lee, or I think it's a Michonne character as well. But you can also pick a beaver, or a guy in a panda suit, or a robot. So there's no limitation, really. You don't have to do it exactly the way the game kind of means it to be played. You can just pick whoever for whatever role. Each colored Power Ranger does have a role, kind of one's a techie, one's a fighter, one's a tank, one's a long range specialist, one's a rogue, an assassin. It's really cool, how you kind of have to base your playstyle on it. Also, each level has director suggestions, so he'll say how he wants the monster to die, how many hits that he wants, how long you need to survive. And the more you hit those director points, the more money you get in the end, because you're doing what makes the show popular. There's finishing moves. You can surround a monster with all the members of your team, and they'll do a finishing move. They all have weapons, just like in the show. They'll call down their weapons. What else is there? There's also when they have an assist, where if someone's too far for you to hit, you can run and then have a team member flip you up in the air, and then you'll land near them. So it's kind of sends you further than what your initial movement points would allow. The good parts about this game is that it hits the nostalgia button right on the head. It's got a lot of customization, a lot of love went into the game, obviously. They're still updating it now, so I didn't see any real problems, but if there was, I'm sure they have fixed them by now. And it has just this feel to it that makes you want to come back and try it. I think there's multiple endings, which is always nice for the replayability. And who doesn't like a good Power Rangers replayable game? I know I do. I think it's $15. A little more information is it was developed by Behold Studios. It's been out for about a year, April 30th, 2015. So it's been out for a while. It's on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, Microsoft Windows, Linux, Mac, and Mac OS. I was reading that if everyone's wondering what's going on. I highly suggest it. Even the original trailer, which you're probably seeing here or somewhere in the video, not sure where I'm going to put it, but it's pretty funny, and so it has a lot of humor in it, but it also has this seriousness, and a lot of the storylines from Power Rangers kind of cross over into it. You'll be hey, I remember that episode from Power Rangers, but a little different, obviously, a little more twang and whatnot. So I really hope you guys liked this first episode of The Independents. It's I don't know how long they're gonna run, but I think this is a comfortable few minutes for you guys to get a good idea of what the game's like. Make sure to comment, and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you guys next time on another episode of The Independents. Thank you, and take care.